All right. Okay, we've answered that. We've answered that. Actually, have we answered that? Do we see the bomber's face in the opening?
No, it's just him planting it in the pot.
I thought so.
Yeah.
So you've loads of little nice things you can do there with close-ups and things like that without revealing it. But if you just watch any thriller, pretty much you'll get an idea of how to frame that. That's lovely. I was going to ask you about thriller conventions and opening conventions, but I feel as though we've addressed that. How does this appeal specifically to the audience you identified? So you identify 14 to 16-year-olds, C, D, males and females. What is in this film that grabs them? What is in this film that they enjoy?
Family drama. Well, like, family is a key element.
Yep.
Like, how important family is.
And it kind of shows like what happens between, like, you know how like the mum and dad like have an argument. It like relates to reality.
Also with like the young audience, because Daniel was like 15, some of the younger audience could like relate to it a bit.
No, excellent. Okay. Are we meant to know at the beginning the relationship? So in the opening sequence that we see, are we meant to know the relationship between Daniel and Jason? I suspect not. But are we meant to, in the bit that you're actually going to film, are we meant to know that?
No.
No? Okay. That's good. That's the right answer. That's what I thought. Because I had a question wrote down here. It says, how are we going to know that Daniel is Jason's son? But we don't need to know that at this stage, do we?
We'll show it all in the climax.
Yeah. And who's playing Daniel?
Well, my little brother's playing the young Daniel, but
Yeah.
the old Daniel...
Arjun Deegan.
Have you just said that?
No, I have got a lot. Arjun said he would help me with my media work. So hopefully Arjun Deegan. We have a lot of Asian cast members to choose from.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You wrote something here about shooting at night. What issues do you see by shooting? I'm assuming you're going to shoot the bomb planting scene during the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in my head, this is like a park that's got kids around it and things like that. Things that would be really sort of intimidating. But how are you going to shoot the night scene in terms of light?
The night scene is when they have the car crash.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's basically they're going home, so they're on their way home from like a family friend's house, and that car crash happens. So.
But light.
I think I got another.
Go on.
We're gonna use the car's like headlights because that would give like a more like kind of natural aspect compared to using a flash from the camera.
Sure. And it's very bright at Alexandra Palace as well. Put your hands down, boys, because I've got a few more to get through. You've had your say, Leo. We'll get to you in a minute. Yeah. You say here that you're going to use a newspaper with a story of a dead girl. When is that going to happen?
Basically, after the accidents happened, we're showing it for the next day. So
Yeah.
we're going to make like a news report, so like
Yes.
it's actually on television.
Yeah.
And it shows the girl like dead and stuff.
And all of that will be in your opening. So that's the ending of your opening, the news report of the dead girl.
But then the actual ending of the opening sequence is it shows Daniel. It goes back to the beginning, so it's showing Daniel like walking away from the bomb, and then it's fading, and then that's when we show like everyone screaming.
I think if we I think if you just go with the bomb, like, and do that whole bit, and then we have the car crash, and you have the TV bit. I think that's all you need. But don't break up the bombing sequence. Just show us the whole bombing sequence really quickly, almost in like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Dun dun dun. Explosions. Okay. You are planning to fill 30 seconds with a range of shots of characters and props. Is that the best use of 30 seconds? You wrote that question. When are you planning to fill 30 seconds with a range of shots of characters and props? Where does that fit in here?
Well, we were planning on using 2 minutes for opening sequence, but I believe the brief says 2 minutes 30 maximum.
Yeah.
So we were going to add either like clues or anything that would relate to our scenario.
I don't feel like you need to. I feel like what you've got there, there's a lot for 2.5 minutes. I think, especially with the TV report. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Leo agrees.
Leo,
All right. So we don't need that. What age rating are you guys going for?
Like 15 to 35.
No, like BDFC.
Rating.
15.
Yeah,
15.
15. Cool. Super duper. Right. Do you have any more questions? Come on.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Let's
You guys mentioned about using roses for the deaths of the people, but how are you going to include that with bombings? Because I'm pretty sure if you use bombings, you won't, like, you can't sometimes find out where the body is. Like, it could be blown up to pieces. And so to, like, resolve that problem, are you going to use, like, individual deaths such as shootings or stabbings or etc.?
No. Well, after like the bomb has gone off, they will locate whichever part of body piece is left and leave the roses there. And then obviously, when the police do show up, the crime investigators will see the calling card.
I think as well, like, if you have these rose petals, if you just sort of scatter them around, it's a little bit obvious. But if there is the sort of charred remains of rose petals, I think that's maybe a little bit more subtle.
I like that.
Yeah.
Leo.
Okay. Is your film linear or non-linear?
It's non-linear.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
non-linear.
Yeah, no, it's clearly jumping around
Yeah.
at different times.
How easy is it to film the car crash at night?
How easy is it
Yeah.
on like a scale of 1 to 10?
I feel like it will be easy because there won't be much cars like out on the street, so it will be
Just make sure it's not on a gig night,
Yeah.
because if it's on a gig night, it will be full of horrendous drunken people.
Maybe we'll use them.
yeah.
How big is the explosion?
Jesus Christ.
You don't see
You don't
the
see the
explosion.
explosion.
You
It
just
fades to
hear
black.
it.
It's just
Please tell me.
No.
Leo.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Go for it.
You know, for the bomb, is it a timed bomb? So he would plant it and then just leave.
when that bomb goes off, you hear like little ticks before it actually goes off.
So he doesn't detonate it manually.
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm done. Thanks.
Actually done. Alright.